This poem is titled, What If Cupid Was Black?
Ooh.
What if Cupid was black? Now think about that. A hair naughty, nose snotty, but cute as a button black baby boy with a bow and arrow. Maybe then, black men wouldn't be perceived as a threat. I can see it now. Getting struck by the BBC would have a whole different meaning. Black baby Cupid strikes again. But this arrow will penetrate deeper than your typical boy meets girl fairy tale. I'm talking boy or girl meets world. See, if Cupid was black, he carried two arrows. Of course, one would spread love, but the other would eradicate hate. Healing hearts hardened by outdated racist ideals. A red line of love between all would replace the red line communities with inadequate resources and education. Imagine a world where the hero of humanity isn't a white knight on a white horse that gallops in to save the day, but instead, hair naughty, nose snotty, but cute as a button black baby boy with a bow and arrow that promotes love, equality, and justice for all. Call me a dreamer, but I dream of a world where we can have just that. Hand in hand, united and no longer needing to ask, what if Cupid was black?
My chosen family. See, whilst we owe each other nothing, we offer everything, because that's true friends when they start sharing without self-interest or leveraging. They've never been my blood, but they get hugged like kin when friendships keep bettering. Such is built on much fun, plus a lot of trust till it's just, I love you, and I say that with capital lettering. See, together in it we stand and divided we might fall, but there's no minus when we add the combined strengths of us all. You can multiply the numbers of problems that are shared and halved. If it's safety in numbers, you can count on me hard. And yeah, trust does take a long time to build and it is so easily killed. But like a glass jar, hearts can only be spilled if they're open and filled. I remember the pain of betrayal, it hurts, it still kills, but you've got to be brave to reach that phase of how good brother and sisterhood actually feels. Now a stranger is in much less danger than a friend who would do me over. I don't keep my enemies closer, nah, I'd rather be a loner. But I'm a lucky owner of a place in this regiment, I feel like I'm a soldier. Friends give me strength like I'm Spartan or Trojan. My circle of friends, I know them, stood shoulder to shoulder. Feel free to judge me by the company I keep, they make me prouder and bolder. I'll do anything for a friend, I bend and flex for them like I'm yoga. So lean on me, I'm not just your rock, I'm your boulder. So you can be the flint to sharpen up my stone. The grit in your shoes I will cut it loose and throw. And we will skim like flat pebbles over problems jointly owned. And together we will dig deep, because that's where diamonds glow. And you should know, my give is never expected to be matched by my take. You're my mates, sisters, bros, mentors, so many roles that you play. Aunties and uncles to my sons, and they know you by that name. And in my confidence and accomplishments, you have such a massive stake. And they say that friends are the family that we choose for ourselves. I now have that understanding when a true mate's love's power has been felt. This is when you love your friends so much, they're an extension of yourself. This boat isn't mine, it's our friendship that can coast on most of life's ocean swells.
Dear Pam, Susie, Jeanette and Kate. The 3 o'clock client needs someone. You free? One-off shift, late stage dementia, requires full assistance. Let me know, Ruth. Dear Pam, Susie, Jeanette and Kate. The 3 o'clock client needs someone. You free? It's a one-off shift. Ruth Ray referred to her as late-stage dementia, but she is so much more than a neurocognitive disorder, borderline personalities, half herself and half someone else, more than a shrunken cerebral cortex, a vortex of confusion and delusion, hallucination and degeneration. The enlarged ventricles obstructing clarity in her mind do not define her, and I suggest you do not do the same. She requires full assistance, and despite your persistence in checking your Facebook newsfeed, give her eye contact, I plead. And please remember to ask her how she likes her tea before you slap it on her bedside table, because while she may not remember your generic face should you ever come again, Babel could rise to heaven and back down to earth before she forgets her steaming hot out the pot order. So don't you assume her disorder has swallowed her taste. Jeanette, I know you enjoy Desperate Housewives of Beverly Hills with all its drama and torrid affairs, but she cares very little for the cat fights, late nights, leather-look tights, and torrid fights. So please stay clear of that cellophane veneer. In her confusion, she sees mess in the names she cannot remember. Decembers she thinks are Junes. Moons she believes are suns rising. Devising plans of escapes from the homes of people she does not know or like. Hikes she has forgotten she ever trekked. And doors that are long shut and dead bolted remain wide open in her mind. For me, I see colour in the life she's brought to dead history. She holds past, present and future in the palm of her wrinkled hand as though time is merely a suggestion, an afterthought, a completely non-essential ingredient in this grand recipe we call life. The dead are only a phone call away, resurrected as though their hearts had never stopped beating, and for a fleeting moment they live on. In a world where daughters are now mothers and granddaughters become sisters and son-in-laws or potential dates, fates are not sealed but rather concealed and ever-changing, as expansive, bright and beautiful as the velvet night sky, dark but illuminated by little bolts of light. Dear Cam, Cece, Jeanette or Kate, those little bolts of light make up a person, and I suggest you treat her as one.
Woo!